Good day. I'm Toksa Meshakin, your Caltrans director. Welcome to the 2021 Our Promise Campaign virtual kickoff, helping recover, rebuild, and revive our communities. Last year, in the face of uncertainty, we held the first Our Promise campaign online. This year, we're excited for another successful online campaign with the participation of many deserving nonprofits. I strongly encourage you to visit each one of the virtual booths today to learn about how these nonprofits positively impact our communities as a direct result of your donations. We're continuing with paperless donations this year. To access your pledge form, please register through the Cal Employee Connect portal to create your account. For more information, please contact the Our Promise Key Connector in your district or division. You can find a list of key connectors on the website. I want to express my gratitude to the entire Caltrans family for your generosity and for helping those who are less fortunate. Thank you for participating.
Thanks, Director Tokes. Once again, welcome to Caltrans' Helping Recover, Rebuild, and Revive Our Communities, the Our Promise virtual event. Let's take a moment to hear from the chairs of the statewide California Our Promise campaign.
My name is Josh Friday, and I'm the Chief Service Officer for the state of California. And I'm so proud to co-chair the Our Promise California Employees Giving at Work campaign.
Hi, I'm Yolanda Richardson, Secretary of the Government Operations Agency. I am so excited to join Mr. Josh Friday as co-chair for the largest charitable giving campaign among California state employees.
Last year, in the face of uncertainty, thousands of state workers rose above our challenges and continued to make charitable donations through the Our Promise campaign in 2020. We showed last year that no matter what our challenges, if we come together, we can do anything.
Now, after an unprecedented year, California is ready to return stronger than ever. State workers can support their favorite causes by setting up a monthly or one-time gift easily online.
And as public servants, we understand the value and impact of our collective work. If every state worker gave just $5 per month, we would have over $17 million for nonprofits who are struggling to return.
So you are invited to participate in the Our Promise campaign online. Visit ourpromiseca.org and get involved through your department.
Join us for our online kickoff this September 1st. And stay tuned for virtual and in-person events, interviews with the community leaders, giveaways, and so much more.
We look forward to working with all of you this year. Let's keep our promise to California, and together we will
recover, rebuild, revive California.
Did you know that last year, Caltrans employees gave over $471,000 to over 1,200 nonprofits through the Our Promise campaign? We are consistently one of the top donors of all state agencies each year. This year, our goal is to increase Caltrans donations by 5%. Let's see how we can make a difference through Our Promise.
Hello, I'm Teray Netters, and I work in the Planning Division here in District 11. And I couldn't be happier to share that I'll be participating in the Our Promise campaign for the very first time. This year, I'll be giving to the Arc of San Diego Nonprofit Foundation, whose mission is to support and empower people with disabilities and help them to achieve their lifetime goals, helping to recover, rebuild, and revive our communities. That's our promise.
Treasure, you are my treasure, yeah, you
For over 60 years, Caltrans has come together to give back through the Our Promise campaign. This year, our slogan is Caltrans, helping recover, rebuild, and revive our communities. It's our promise. You or someone you know has been helped by a nonprofit organization. California's communities continue to need your help. Your monthly donation is the most effective way to make a difference. Pledging as little as $5 a month can provide 1 hour of life-saving medical research. A pledge of $20 a month can provide medical equipment for low-income veterans or 100 meals a month for homeless and low-income families. There are organizations that provide services for veterans and safe housing and meals for individuals and families, while other organizations provide academic and mental health support for our youth in foster care, sanctuary for rescue animals, and protection for wildlife and the environment. Some are transportation-related organizations, such as the California Transportation Foundation, CTF, which provides support and scholarships to members of our Caltrans family. Giving is easy. California nonprofits do so much for our communities. Whether your gift is small or large, you will make a difference. Caltrans, helping recover, rebuild, and revive our communities. That's our promise. Thank you.
As Tokes said, nonprofits do so much for our community. Let's hear from a few organizations that are focused on providing much needed support and services in our very own Caltrans districts 4, 5, and 10.
It's another workday in Stockton, and temperatures have climbed into the hundreds. But these men aren't complaining. It wasn't that long ago that even having a regular job seemed out of reach.
They just give me hope and some stability, some place to call home while I get back on track.
These men are enrolled in Ready to Work, a full-service shelter that provides up to 18 months of support to help homeless men become contributing members of our community.
Our clients are coming straight off of the streets. They're coming out of emergency shelters. They're coming from jails and prisons being discharged to us because if they weren't discharged to us, they would be hitting the streets immediately.
At Ready to Work, that stability includes a guaranteed place to stay, meals, clothing, hygiene, and the opportunity to work on the underlying issues that landed them on the streets and prevent them from getting jobs and housing.
We want them to work with case managers who will help connect them to real basic items that they need to survive in the world, like an ID card or a social security card or a birth certificate or proof of their high school graduation.
They do resume building here. They also work with self-help programs, like we have the Wellness Center comes in. We have a Bible study that's done here on grounds as well. A 12 Steps program. We're looking at a Narcotics Anonymous coming up soon, as well as a life skill.
Hi, my name's Deb Marwig. I am president of Cold Cap Cuties. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We started in the year of 2021. So we are a new company and we are asking for support to help build our company. Our mission is through the use of cold cap systems to provide people the opportunity to maintain their privacy, identity, and sense of well-being during chemotherapy treatments, regardless of their financial situation. We service the Lodi, Stockton, and Galt area. Right now, if people want to save their hair during chemotherapy treatment, they need to rent these manual caps from companies at a cost of $400 or more per month. We have a set of manual caps that people can have for free, and they use it during chemotherapy. They drop it back off, and so then another person can use it during their chemotherapy treatment. We were fortunate enough to raise enough money that we were able to purchase a machine system. This system comes at a cost of $250 because we fit a cap to each individual. They keep this cap. We would like to eventually have sponsors for individuals so that this is also free. For a donation of $5 a month, you can help us with small costs that come with the capping system. Each person needs a swim cap to go underneath the caps as well as a wool cap on top. They also need moleskin and pads to go on their forehead and their ears to protect their skin from the cold. We also are always raising money to purchase a second machine so that we can service more people in the area. Our goal is to have at least 12 people a month using our system, and obviously we would like to grow from there. Your help would be greatly appreciated. We appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day.
Hi, my name is Kiku Johnson, and I am the Executive Director of Rainbow Community Center of Contra Costa County. And we are located in Concord, and our facility has been closed since March of 2020 due to the pandemic. We have been very creative and able to pivot to virtual for most of our services, which include being able to provide telehealth and therapy through our talented clinical team, and we accept Medi-Cal and fee-for-service. We are also able to offer social and support groups for our community members. We also have a houseless transitional youth program for ages 12 to 24 to be able to support young people that are being unfortunately kicked out of their homes during a time where they're not able to express their identities and be accepted and affirmed. We also have a food pantry program that we pivoted for delivery, where we're taking grocery to homes with folks in our community who are immunocompromised and also need nutritional support. We have a robust youth program that's online, and also HIV testing with gonorrhea and chlamydia as well that's happening on site weekly. We also have older adult programs for ages 55 plus, and we have a robust training program educating around sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression for every sector, for-profit, nonprofit, and school settings as well. There are a myriad of ways that you can give that would support us. Every dollar goes back directly to our community. A few options to think about how your dollar will impact. $150 would be able to afford one hotel emergency night stay for a young person that is being victimized or in trauma. That would pay for food and travel and support for them. We also have $700 as an option, around $58 a month, that can help any individual in our community, an older adult, a young person, be able to have a tablet or a device to be able to log in online and connect to community. You can also be considering $100 a month that would support a peer-led group and staff-led group in community around anything from transgender identities to domestic violence support, etc. Consider giving in that way. Every dollar matters. Thank you for your support in protecting and being educated around our community. Thank you for all that you do.
Hi, I'm Lisa Ray. I am the founder and the CEO of the Children's Resource Network of the Central Coast. I'm here today to give a shout out to our community partners at Caltrans in District 5 for our collaborative partnership and helping provide free clothing, school supplies, diapers, toys at Christmas time, and other important resources for over 30,000 children here on the Central Coast of California. Thank you so much for your partnership. You're making a huge difference in the lives of children that are under duress for a multitude of reasons. And because of your generosity, we're able to put smiles on their faces and help them thrive and reach their highest potentials. Thank you.
Those are some wonderful organizations. This campaign is a great source of visibility and monetary assistance to charities all over our beautiful state and beyond. Without donations from people like you, a lot of these organizations wouldn't be able to survive to help their communities. Whether you're donating your time or your dollars, it all makes a difference. Some of my favorite places I've had the opportunity to volunteer over the years have been the Bradshaw Animal Shelter, Habitat for Humanity, United Way, Ronald McDonald House Charities, City Park Services, Davis Musical Theater Company, Equality California, Campfire USA, Weave, and Red Rover. I haven't always been able to give monetarily, so I tried to at least give my time. My mom taught me that early on. We hope you will think of doing the same in the spirit of helping to recover, rebuild, and revive our communities, because that's our promise. Please enjoy these quick videos highlighting a couple of the fantastic organizations I mentioned earlier. And remember, you can make a difference with a couple hours or as little as $5 a month.
We serve women, men,
children,
victims of domestic violence,
people from different ethnic backgrounds,
members of our LGBTQ community, children who've witnessed violence, members of our Native American community,
mujeres, hombres, niños,
people who are non-binary,
all people, all cultures, all races, all of the time.
Everyone. Everybody benefits.
All of the different communities that make up Sacramento. The people we work with are everybody's business.
The cultures that come to Weave are supported in their own distinctive ways.
Domestic violence is not just a woman's issue. This is about everybody. This is about men, this is about children, this is about the community at large.
It takes an entire community to wrap around some of these survivors and make sure that they're safe. You have a part in that too. When you give a contribution to Weave, you're ensuring that somebody is safe, that somebody's healing from the pain they've experienced. You can be the person that ensures that they have a safe place to go, and that makes a difference.
So all of the donations that come in, because we rely heavily on donations, they impact every program that we have.
It really is allowing people to be seen and be heard and really elevate our mission and our vision in a more clearer way.
If you give a gift to Weave, we are going to put it to good work, leveraging it to ensure people have housing and counseling services and legal services and get the support that they need.
We cannot do that without the support of donors all throughout the year, really.
I want to thank you in advance for supporting Weave and the clients that we serve, and thereby the community at large. Anything and everything counts. Thank you so much for your contribution.
My name is Carolyn, and I'm the Philanthropy Director here at Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino, the regional food bank serving the Inland Empire. We serve both Riverside and San Bernardino counties, and our mission is to alleviate hunger here in the Inland Empire. Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino is one of 200 Feeding America food banks across the nation. We have sister food banks covering the Coachella Valley, San Diego, Los Angeles, Orange County, Santa Barbara, and so many more. We run signature programs of our own, but one of the biggest programs we have is our partner distribution program. We partner with over 250 different organizations here in the Inland Empire, and they get food to their immediate community. These partner charities are pantries, soup kitchens, shelters, after-school programs. They come to us to get those bulk food items so that they can efficiently distribute it to their community. In addition to this program, we run programs of our own. So we run kids markets, which are basically farmers market style food distributions at low-income elementary schools. We also do nutrition markets, so we partner with health clinics here in the area and we distribute food in the same sort of manner. One of the things that we started implementing as soon as the pandemic sort of hit our area was drive-through food distributions. For the first 13 weeks of the pandemic, we helped drive-through food distributions at vacant lots. The cars would line up, we would open their trunk, fill it with a box of dry goods, whatever produce we had, and we would send them on their way. Through this model, we were able to fill 800 to 1,000 cars each week that we held drive-through food distribution. It helped us meet a big need in communities like Lake Elsinore, Ontario, San Bernardino, Riverside, and many, many more. In addition to hosting drive-through food distribution, we launched the HERO program. HERO stands for Homebound Emergency Response Outreach. And essentially, this is a delivery program where we get food to people in our community who don't have access to a vehicle. It often also helps senior families and people that are unable to leave their homes, such as pregnant women and people with disabilities. While at the time of launch, we intended for this to be a program that was going to be supplemental assistance, it's turned into a full-time program here now. We're going to be offering it throughout the year to people in the community that need access to food and don't have access to a vehicle or the means to be able to leave their home. If you have any more questions about the work that we do here in the Inland Empire, visit feedingIE.org. From there, you can learn about volunteering, about donating, and just about the variety of programs that we run here in the area. So again, that's feedingIE.org.
Wow, those were great videos. I'm super excited to be chairing this year. After returning from an 8-month assignment as a COVID investigator supervisor, this is the perfect opportunity to transition back to the department and to be able to help give back. While I was on assignment, I was able to hear about nonprofits that provided resources to those impacted by the pandemic. They delivered groceries, they donated hotel vouchers, and provided transportation to medical appointments. As the pandemic continues, their resources are being depleted and they need our help. And this year, it is even easier to help. Simply log on to the CalConnect website, the same one that we use to view our payroll, and complete your donation promise online. With donations starting at just $5 a month, we can make a difference. If every Caltrans employee promised $5 a month, we would be donating just under $100,000 a month. Wow, that would be amazing. Now let's check out how easy it is to give to a cause you're passionate about.
This year, setting up your monthly charitable gift is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Register on Cal Employee Connect, find a cause, something you're passionate about, set up your e-pledge. Step 1, register on Cal Employee Connect. Cal Employee Connect is a secure web-based employee self-service portal for California state employees. It allows state workers to access their paychecks, their W-2s, and now it's also the portal to your secure charitable giving, our promise. Step 2, find a cause that you're passionate about. Last year, state workers gave to over 4,700 nonprofit organizations supporting causes locally and globally. Please know that you may select any charitable organization. It doesn't need to be one listed in our nonprofit resource guide or our website. It just needs to be a nonprofit organization with a federal tax ID number. Step 3, now you're ready to set up your e-pledge. It's easy. I'll show you. From Cal Employee Connect, click the Our Promise button to create a login. From there, you can select the amount that you'd like to be deducted from your monthly paycheck. You will be able to log on to make these changes at any time. And with a few simple clicks, you have become part of the Our Promise campaign to make California strong for all with your generosity. To learn more about Our Promise and how you can get involved, please visit ourpromiseca.org.
Welcome to Mohammedia Islamic and Cultural Center of the Bay Area, located at 492 C Street, Hayward, California. This is a non-profit organization built by the small and mighty Afghan community of the Bay Area in 1998. We have provided cultural and Islamic programs to the community. To date, we have over 150 families that are members. Mohammedia Islamic and Cultural Center's mission is to serve Afghans and the Hayward community with religious, cultural, and social activities. Prior to and throughout the pandemic, our services have included activities such as prayers, health promotion, and mental health awareness. We also have a Sunday school program for children, which has now been offered via Zoom. We also offer funeral and memorial services, Islamic and cultural holiday celebrations that bring the community together, and we serve as a hub for collecting donations for Afghan refugees and disaster victims. Moving forward, the center is in the process of implementing the following: a monthly free clinic to uninsured members of the Bay Area community, health education services, expanding our tutoring service to include education on job placement, college applications, and scholarship programs, as well as a soup kitchen to those in the community, specifically those of the unhoused. With your monthly donation of $5, MICC will continue with its services and expand to other programs based on the community needs. We believe in our center's mission, and your good deeds will help the greater Bay Area community thrive. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate your consideration.
Hey, Annaline, do you know what services and support the California Transportation Foundation, CTF, provides to injured and fallen workers and their families?
Yes, Dana, I do. In fact, CTF was the top recipient of the 2020 Caltrans Our Promise campaign. I also heard that they provide scholarships to students. Let's hear from a scholarship recipient now.
Hello, I'm Hyun Kyung, and I'm a fourth-year student at UC Berkeley, currently majoring in civil and environmental engineering and also pursuing a minor in data science. I am extremely honored to be named as the recipient of 2021 Heckert Scholarship, and I wanted to express my immense gratitude to CTF for enabling my future educational pursuits in transportation engineering. This award would become a huge support in finishing my undergraduate degree and any further studies in civil engineering to provide sustainable and equitable transportation to communities around me and beyond. I'm extremely grateful for this generous support, and once again, thank you CTF for making my educational journey possible.
If you're wondering about what nonprofit you should choose, contact a key connector in your division or district, or check out the list of nonprofits on our website for some ideas. Just go to CT On-Ramp and click on the Our Promise logo. Once you're on the page, click on the 2021 virtual event or the 2021 nonprofit guide. Get registered on Cal Employee Connect today. If you need assistance, make sure to reach out to a key connector in your area. A list is located on our website. Don't delay, because Caltrans Our Promise campaign ends October 29th. Wow, we packed a lot of information in a short amount of time. I want to thank all of you for joining us today for this year's Our Promise virtual event. Please make sure to check out the Our Promise page for more information and consider making a donation. And remember, Caltrans helping recover, rebuild, and revive our communities. That's our promise. We'll see you next time.